So my name is Chris Bosse, and I'm director of L.A.V.A, the Laboratory for Visionary Architecture, a firm that we set up 3 years ago, at the same time in Germany, in Abu Dhabi and in Sydney. I moved to Sydney in 2002 to work with a company called PTW Architects. Then I had the great opportunity through them and with them to work and design parts of the water cube in Beijing, the Olympic swimming center. At each moment in history, the architect applies the latest technology and the current issues in society and brings nature into the current realm of culture. To give you an example, the 1972 Olympic Stadium by Fry Otto is based on the idea of soap bubbles. And that at the time was designed before computers. It was literally designed with soap films and wires dipped into soap films and then measuring the curvature. And now, 30 years later, for the Beijing water cube, we use computers, and we have collaborated with a big engineering company, Arup, who figured out the geometry that 30 years before wouldn't have been possible to figure out, and fed that into a computer system, into an evolutionary algorithm that then feeds directly into a fabrication line in China where steel is manufactured. And so the same continuous idea that is probably thousands of years old can now be realized in a different way. Master City is an initiative of the government of Abu Dhabi to look beyond the age of oil, to look into renewable energies and how a planet can be run without using any resources. And essentially what you see behind us here is one of the shots of a competition that we won for this Master City. Master City is essentially a prototype city. If you forget everything that you know about urbanism and start again, how would you build a city that is ideal for people in the city, that has ideal conditions, but at the same time leaves no imprint or footprint behind? The idea for the Master Plaza is to learn from nature about shading and sort of harnessing the sun. And we've created these umbrellas that follow the sun, harness the energy and open and close according to air temperature and humidity, etc. And there's a lot of technology involved to actually do that, but the ultimate effect is a more holistic effect of a light, beautiful space that you want to be in. Technology is never overpowering and the references to nature are never literal. But my hope is that the ideas that are generated in this prototypical city can be applied to Australia, to Europe, to China and to India and to those markets where this technology and this knowledge is really needed. I think our century is very much driven by the thought around the environment and sustainability. And that's what I mean, that the same principles maybe are applied in a new context to respond to the challenges of your generation. But when we think of sustainability, we don't design something for the sake of sustainability. I think sustainability should be inherently incorporated into the designs. Interesting though is that with this organic approach to architecture, sustainability is almost automatically created. You know, a topic is always hot for a certain time, but then becomes mainstream. And we wish that sustainability becomes mainstream, that the manufacturers, material, etc., all catches up with the desire to design in a sustainable world, and that in the future all designs are sustainable and you can concentrate again on what you actually do want to do.